Greetings everyone, and welcome to Hollywood Studios for the grand opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I stayed at All-Star Movies last night. It is 5:28. We've been on a bus for a while. It's pretty packed. They are doing virtual queue, but right now it has not hit capacity yet. But I'll definitely get into that later. So as you can see, it's a pretty steady stream of people. This morning it definitely was packed from what I saw on social. Like, this entire row was just packed from top to bottom, like kind of what you would see after the fireworks. But yeah, so not too busy right now, but I'm very excited to be here. As you know, I love a grand opening, and can't wait to check it out. So behind me is Grand Avenue, and this long line you see is actually the wait for Smuggler's Run. And right now it's at about, they said about between a 5 to 6 hour wait. They do have a reservation system in place, but they haven't made a decision yet on if or if not, and which version they are gonna utilize if it does get too long. So we're waiting to see. I don't think we're gonna get in line for that right now. We do have a reservation for Oga's Cantina, so if they do go to reservation based, we are guaranteed into the land. What I do think is that we're gonna go in, explore, maybe get some of the Sokka's kettle, and yeah, enjoy ourselves before everyone decides to get out of line and go see the land. So far, the team members have been great. There's been specialty maps handed out, which I will show an image of them right now. There's also been handing out traveler's guides, which look like this, which I actually haven't looked at yet, but now that I'm looking at the back of it, it's kind of like a mini park guide just for Galaxy's Edge or Batuu. So you can see it's got the entire land, it's all numbered, it actually has the Arabesh decoder, talks about the different shops. And then on the back, it shows your attractions and then your food and beverage options. So yeah, I think we're gonna go inside, check it out. This will be my first time entering it. I've tried to keep spoilers to a minimum while still getting the information I needed to be able to tell y'all about what it's like, and I'm pretty excited, so we will see. Welcome to Batuu. We are in the land. It is massive. Actually, behind us, this will be the Rise of the Resistance, which opens December 5th at Walt Disney World, and I'm not sure the exact date, but it will open in January of 2020 in Disneyland. So this is where Rise of the Resistance will be. It's very spacious here. Like, I thought Pandora was spacious, but this is like Pandora times 2 with how much like room there is, which I'm really glad there is, because if it was super tight, I'd be kind of annoyed and be frustrated with that. There are things making noise, like rockets, maybe? I really need to catch up on my Star Wars stuff and like rewatch them, because I don't know what half of these things are, but that's okay. There are different things making noise. It's really beautiful, to be honest. Because we don't have mountains here, it's really cool to kind of have mountains. I know in Disneyland there are mountains there, so they don't really get that, but here it's like, oh wait, there's mountains here. Like, they look like actual mountains. So that is pretty awesome. I think we're gonna go explore, and oh, I didn't mention it. I've got my R2-D2 dress on with a sweater tied around my waist in case I need a pillow for later. think we're gonna go explore and see what we can find and get lost in the land a little bit. This is really cool. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, I love Star Wars, but I'm not like super obsessed fans, know everything about it. And this is awesome. Like, it literally feels like I'm on another planet right now.
It looks like a droid, an astromech. I can't speak droid, nor can I speak show. Can you? Yay.
Monkey lizard. They're reptile mammals indigenous to the planet of Squawk. They're energetic, they love the attention, and it can be a touch mischievous. But once you do bond, they are friends for life. You just gotta be careful what kind of food you leave out. On their homeworld, they're used to catching up small little insects, rodents, reptiles. So you leave out some food, like, it's gonna be gone. See these? So to adopt one of these, it's going to be $69.99 plus galactic tax. Welcome, sir. Nope. Believe me, once they do bond, they're very wonderful critters.
So it's 6:03 in the morning. That is when the park actually opened. I believe we got in here about 5:50 or so. And actually they just started boarding groups, which means the land is at capacity. Now, I don't know if the Smuggler's Run queue is cut off. I need to talk to a civilian of Batu and find out. However, we did get a boarding group just in case. That way we can jump in line and not have to be concerned with waiting all day for it. We'll be waiting a while, I know that, but we have plenty of time. And yeah, so right now we're kind of just exploring. It's pretty packed in here, so it's a little slow moving, but that's fine. There's so much detail here that I think even if you're like crammed in, you can find interesting things to look at. There's things making noise. I would say if you have someone in your family that is sensitive to like sounds, be prepared that that there's a lot going on sound-wise. So maybe earplugs, or definitely talk to Disney guest service and see what they can do to help you with all the noise and whatnot. Maybe even noise canceling headphones would help, but it's definitely very loud. And I feel like when I'm talking to people, I'm really having to speak up. But so far it's beautiful. I see what people say when they're saying like it looks like space Morocco. I get that feel. I think that's an accurate description. And yeah, I'm really excited to keep exploring. That's the Millennium Falcon. Like, oh my God, that's the Millennium Falcon. What? What? That's the Millennium Falcon. Holy crap. I'm sorry, I just don't have any other words to say, but wow. I just keep walking around like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. I just keep walking around like, because there's so much to look at. And it was funny, I was thinking about it, I'm like, there's a lot of space here, but thinking back on it, yes, there's a lot of space here because this is where the backlot tour was. That was a huge attraction, so I'm not sure what the square footage of this is, but it's definitely like, it's busy here, and it's only by like entry only, right, or boarding group entry only right now. But to be honest, there's parts of it that seem busy, and And then there's still parts that don't, if you look around, like, it's busy, but like, I can do this. Like, you can't do that normally. So, yeah. This is unreal. And like, I really do want to ride the Millennium Falcon. I don't know if I'm gonna wait 300 minutes, but might do single rider, but I don't know. So I've heard if you do single rider, you're almost guaranteed the engineer position. I really want either the pilot or the gunner. So yeah, I actually ran into a couple of YouTubers earlier, Jam Beauty 89 or Jessica Braun and Tyler Braun, her husband, who does Tyler Travels TV, and they were so sweet. It was so nice talking to them. But it's really cool here. Like, it's busy, but it's not like as packed as I assumed. It's the type of thing where different things will go off and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen. And it doesn't, but I've seen things where something does happen after something goes off. So, oh, I didn't mention, I saw Chewbacca earlier. Chewbacca and his friend, and they were talking about my dress and how I was a droid and how they don't know how to speak droid. So cool. They also, I'm not sure if you could tell in the video, but there were actually stormtroopers over by Kylo Ren's ship. And so that was really cool too, because they were like patrolling, and yeah, pretty awesome. But I'm having a blast, and it sounds like it's about to take off. I mean, I know it's not, but it sounds like it is. Uh-oh. It sounded like it crashed. But I think we're gonna go take some photos and keep wandering. I saw these little headpieces that have like, it makes your look like you have a droid head. That sounds weird. It's a headband that has like a droid head attached. And I'd like to see if I can find those and see how much they are. But I don't know. I'm having a blast though. I don't know what else to say other than this is amazing. This is so big, and it's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool expansion to Hollywood Studios.
So it has two flavors. You have the blueberry pound cake, and you also have the sweet chili lime with a little bit of spice in it. This right here is $19.99, and this right here is $6.49. And the orbs are $5.49.
So we just finished at Kutsaka's Kettle, or I should say we checked out. I have the the Outpost Pop Grain Mix, which is a combination of a like a blueberry pound cake pop grain and a sweet chili lime pop grain. This was 6.49 credits in the Black Spire Outpost. And if you don't know, Kutsaka is actually a 4th generation grain farmer. So it's pretty cool to see, you know, the history being continued on. And I'm going to try this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it individually, and then I'm going to try them together. So I think I'm going to start with the blueberry pound cake. Whoa. It tastes exactly like it sounds, like blueberry and like a pound cake. That's really good. Okay. It says it's sweet chili lime. And this is gonna sound bizarre. And I'm gonna have to try another bite to make sure. But for some reason, that piece tasted like straight Coca-Cola. Like, I don't understand. Let me try one that's not being touched by the purple. Oh, here, let me try this one because it's not by any purple. I get more of the lime and the chili flavor, but for some reason it's still processing in my mouth as Coca-Cola. So I'm gonna try the two together now. Ooh! That's the way to do it, having them together. But you get a little bit of heat from the spicy, or the chili, and you get the sweetness from the pound cake. But it's not, if you don't like spicy, it's not like burn your face off spicy. It's like a warmth in your mouth. Like if you ate something that was like warm, like a hot coffee or whatever. But it's very good. I really like this. I'm really excited I got to try it. So, update. It's not straight Coca-Cola, but you know the candy bottles that you can get from Haribo that are like the fizzy cola? That's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a cola fizzy candy. Very bizarre. I don't understand why my brain is doing that instead of chili lime, because I love chili lime. I mean, it's really good either way, but I'm just very confused by it all. I'm gonna keep eating it. So we are actually in line for Smuggler's Run. We got in line about 10 minutes ago or so, and it said it was a 180-minute wait, so right around 3 hours. When we actually entered the park, it was 300 minutes, so pretty excited that it has gone down. As you can tell, we actually left and came back, got more sustenance. We were able to do this with a boarding group, and it was really simple. They just scanned your magic band and off you went. So yeah, we are waiting for Smuggler's Run, and we'll see if it is a 3-hour wait, or if it's more, or if it's less. By the way, we got in line at about 9:05-ish, so we'll see what time we get out. We are here in the first order area. We've been in line for about 45 minutes, and yeah, we're right outside Kylo Ren's ship, and I think we're getting closer. I think the last time we checked, it said it was a 2-hour and 20-minute wait, but we've been moving pretty well, so not sure about that. But yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. We got in line right around 9, so we're making good time, I think.
There we go, there we go.
We're getting closer, we're getting closer. There's the Millennium Falcon, there's the entrance. So it originally said 195 when we got into this area, and now it says 180. And from what I'm being told, it's about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes from this doorway. So we're definitely making really good time. It's still only been about a little bit over an hour since we got in line, so pretty happy. So we are in it looks like we're going into a pre-show area, and the doors just open, and we've been in line for about 2 hours now.
All the way in smugglers, I'm the recruits. And I'm really smuggling now.
After that happened, we don't even know. You know that. Shit. Well, you know, I had a bad feeling about that last group, but this is the group I've been waiting for. Yes. Come in. I have an opportunity for you all that is very dangerous. I was going to say profitable. You think I'm so heartless I would set my friends to danger? You insult my honor, and believe me, I have very little honor to insult.
One of the engines blew up again.
We'll talk later. I will do everything around here. This is hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in.
Oh my god. After waiting 135 minutes, we just completed Smuggler's Run on the Millennium Falcon, and it was amazing! We finished originally with 8,100 credits before being docked down to about, I think it was right around 6,000 or 6,500. I was a gunner. I ended up with 51% accuracy in 4 main hits, not including the missile hit at the end, so very proud of that. I really like it because it is interactive. For example, on Mission Space, there's like, hit this button, hit that button. But if you hit it, if you don't hit it, the same thing still happens. Whereas this, if you hit it, if you don't hit it, you're gonna crash and burn, literally. When we got off the Falcon, it was smoking. Words. So much fun. It's definitely more interactive than I expected. So I'm very excited to have this in the parks. I'd love to see this incorporated into more attractions here at Walt Disney World. I will say though, Hagrid still reigns supreme. So yeah, Hagrid's is still my #1 right now, even though this is really fun and I love how interactive it is. I really hope that Disney continues to incorporate this into their parks. So this is the Ronto wrap from Ronto Roasters. It was $12.99. And I'm gonna try a bite of it. It looks like it's naan and like turkey and slaw and a hot dog and that's really good. So the hot dog or kielbasa or whatever it is nice and snappy when you bite into it. The turkey or Ronto or whatever it is nice and tender. The slaw is almost sweet and a little spicy. I'm not sure if you can see it in there. And there's a sauce that is also, I'm not sure if it's sweet or saucy, but it's really good. And then the naan is very good as well. And it's a pretty good serving size, so it's very good. I definitely recommend it. So we just got done with the merchandise event for opening day merch at Hollywood Studios for Galaxy's Edge. And they actually did something really smart and they put it on a shop on Sunset Boulevard. So the completely opposite direction of Galaxy's Edge to prevent from bottlenecking and just insanity in that area, which I really appreciated. Now, to be said, it was still very busy in there, even though they were throttling the crowds going in. They would hold you, let some people leave, let you in, hold you, let some people in, let you in. And so it was still busy in there. It was pretty hectic. Thankfully, I had an idea of what I wanted, and I always get a pin for opening day or opening season. So this is not the actual annual pass holder one. I got this one because I liked the way it looked better. But they did have the annual pass holder one as well as a annual pass holder opening season pin as well, and a annual pass holder t-shirt. So the text on these are actually flip-flopped. So this is the opening day pin, this is the opening season pin, and this is the annual pass holder t-shirt for opening day. Now, as you notice, they do have some things crossed out. So the jumbo limited opening day limited edition pin is sold out. The 4-pin box set is sold out. And if you notice, the things with the yellow stars, these were only available at Once Upon a Time. There's also a limited edition Funko Pop of Hondo. They had some hats. They had a light up lanyard and a cup, which I think I actually showed you the cup in the video. And then there's some merch that's available other places. So this is pretty cool. This is a slider pin. And then they do have a ladies cut opening season shirt. And then like just a normal adult crew neck annual pass holder shirt. And a patch, which is also pretty neat. You don't see patches very often, but Disney's gotten into that to the, I believe it's called the D-patch line, and something along those lines. If that's not right, I'll put it on the screen. But there's also a polo, which is pretty neat. I don't know if I've ever seen a polo for an opening, an event opening at Disney. So the pin I got was originally $15.99, and after my annual pass discount, which took off $3.20 with tax, it was $13.63. So they're not too bad for the price of a pin. Pretty on par nowadays for them. I will say, if you want to wear your pins out and about, I don't wear my pins out and about. Typically, I just keep them on their card. But I recommend getting the locking pin backs because these fall off, and I know a lot of people lose pins that way. So they make little locking pin backs that like screw onto the back of it to prevent it from falling off. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do now. We have about 2 hours until a reservation at Oga's Cantina. So we might just hang out. My feet really hurt, not gonna lie. I'm kind of running on empty. So I will say, I've got a couple pieces of advice for those who want to come to an opening event. I know I mentioned this during Hagrid's, but they've fluctuated slightly. Number one, get plenty of sleep ahead of time. You will be getting up early to go to an opening day event. And if you're not, you're going to be waiting in line for a very long time. So you could either go to bed early or go to bed late, wake up early. You can pick your... I ended up only getting 3 hours of sleep last night. Don't recommend it. Don't recommend it at all. Also, bring your patient pants and be kind. I know I mentioned this before, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Please be nice to the cast or to the team members. They are doing what they are told to do. So, and there's going to be crowds. It's opening day. Just accept it. Like, there are going to be crowds. Don't push, don't shove, don't run, be nice.
Your reservation, there's plenty of time to take them after. We just don't want anybody to steal your spot. So we can head over right over to your
take a look at that. You can stop either one of us whenever you guys are ready to
So we are at Oga's Cantina, and I have a T16 and a Fuzzy Tauntaun, and I've heard the Fuzzy Tauntaun, the T16, and I've heard the Fuzzy Tauntaun makes your mouth go numb, so we're gonna try this one first. Woo! It's very kiwi, but it's good. And you can tell there's actually a piece of like dried kiwi on it. It's good though. Interesting. Oh, it's melon and kiwi. Very good. is buzz button tingling. My lips and my tongue are tingling. It's really good though. It tastes really good. I definitely recommend this one. They're both good, but if you don't like melon, definitely don't get the T16. Even if you don't like peach, I would still say get the fuzzy tauntaun. Cheers. So they said that the best way to drink this is to take a sip and then like nibble on the cookie around the edge. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is the blue Bantha. I literally think I got all sugar. I'm gonna take another drink of the milk. I can't pinpoint it. Fruit Loops maybe? It tastes like something very specific and I can't place it. It's almost slightly blue raspberry. Pretty good. I like it. I only got with a piece of sugar, so let me try a piece of the actual cookie. Sorry, you hear me munching. So it's like a granola cookie or like an oatmeal cookie on top of a shortbread cookie, and it's really good. Definitely recommend this for like a non-alcoholic version, or if you don't want 2 alcoholic drinks because you're limited to 2 drinks, alcoholic or non-alcoholic per person. So really good. So that wraps up our day here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge here at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. I had a fantastic time. We got so much done. We helped pilot the Millennium Falcon. No, I didn't fly it, but I shot at people and I did a good job. We got to have a fuzzy tauntaun. We got to have Kat Saka's kettle corn, and we got to experience the land. Now, I will say, I think my favorite time in the land is late at night or early in the morning in our case. It is absolutely stunning here. And so I cannot wait to see how they expand, how they improve. I cannot wait for Rise of the Resistance to open because from what I've heard, there's going to be a drop in it, and I'm so excited. But yeah, leave any questions or comments you have down below, and I'll see you next time. And this is Bridgette's Buzz.